Call to order the Harris County Board of Commissioners regular session for December the 3rd. Mr. Taylor will offer our invocation.
Would you bow your heads with me? Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and all for our many blessings that you have bestowed upon us. As we conclude our Thanksgiving holiday season, please help us to remember that that you are the one that gives us everything that we're thankful for, and that we just don't celebrate for 4 days and then forget about it. We also pray that you would help us to remember that as we start our Christmas season, that there's a reason we have and celebrate Christmas, is that you gave your Son and Savior, Jesus Christ, to us. And help us to remember that in all the holiday doings that we can get involved in. I pray that tonight that you will bless this commission and everything that they do will be for the benefit of the citizens of this county and will be good in your sight. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
You would stand for our pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The first item on our agenda tonight are the minutes for the regular session of November the 19th and the planning session on November the 20th, 2019. And we can do both of these at the same time if you like. So is there a motion?
Motion to approve both.
Motion to approve both. Is there a second? There is a second. Is there any discussion, any changes, any corrections, additions? Okay. All those in favor? Motion is approved. Is there an appearance of citizens? No, ma'am. Okay, no appearance of citizens tonight. The next item on our agenda is the PRD moratorium extension. This was tabled from November the 19th meeting, and the board discussed the PRD moratorium extension at our planning session the following day on November the 20th. The board approved a 90-day moratorium on planned residential developments, which is PRD, on September the 3rd of 2019, which will expire tonight at midnight. And an extension of the moratorium is necessary to give more time to review and possibly revise the ordinance and regulations regarding such developments. The county will soon be undertaking the rewrite or revision of the zoning ordinance, subdivision ordinance, and other land use related ordinances to be completed by or before the end of December 2020. Because the PRD is part of the zoning ordinance, a resolution has been drafted to extend the moratorium until the completion of the rewrite revisions, or December the 31st, 2020, whichever occurs first. Is there a motion?
Make the motion to extend as stated.
Okay, there is a motion to extend moratorium. Is there a second?
Second.
And there is a second. Any discussion or any questions?
The only thing I'll say is, just like I stated at the last meeting, I want everybody to know we're not trying to kick this down the road. We're going to have this resolved with this ordinance revision and rewriting. I don't want us, 2 years from now, sitting here doing the same thing. So to me, this needs to be one of the first things in the ordinance revision, rewriting that they look at, so that we know and the public knows we're not trying to push this down the road any. We really want this to get done and get done properly for our citizens and for the county.
I'd agree with that. If we could have this set up so this could be one of the first ordinances that they work on, so we could.
Yeah, I would agree with that also. And I'd like to place that in the minutes that we recommend that the PRD is part of the zoning board. Correct. But we want that, would like to have that piece. It's such an emotional issue that we need to get it out of the way.
And I don't mind doing that unless, we want it to fit with the entire ordinance. And so if the people that we hire to come in and help us with the rewrite, I would think we should be guided by them if they feel that's necessary. If not, I'm fine.
Yeah, I agree with that also.
Definitely have more balance in that area.
And that rewrite, that will be on the next agenda, December 17th, for board consideration. Of hiring a company
Right.
to rewrite over land use and development codes.
All right,
They
here,
could at least bring to us the pros and cons of that.
Right.
In counties
Yeah.
like ours, if they go ahead and research that and bring that to us, then that would help our thinking process as we move toward other things.
there is a motion and a second. All those in favor? Okay. Motion is approved. Mr. County Manager.
Item number 3, employee appreciation proposal. Madam Chairman, Board of Commissioners, this is a proposal from staff. It's been talked about by the board for some time to implement some type of employee appreciation or recognition award program, and it was discussed several times. To show appreciation for all the county employees for all their hard work they have accomplished in the past year, staff is proposing to add one additional paid holiday to the 2019 holiday schedule to include Monday, December 23rd of this year. That would bridge the weekend with the existing holidays of Christmas Eve, Tuesday, Christmas Day, Wednesday, that the county normally takes off. So this would be a gap day of Monday between Sunday and Tuesday's holiday. So this additional holiday would be treated just like all other 10 paid county holidays in terms of time off and holiday pay. For those departments that work on holidays such as prison, emergency medical services, 911, solid waste, community center, airport, jail, and sheriff's office, those full-time employees receive an extra 8 hours in holiday pay, and part-time employees receive straight time without holiday pay. So any holiday, once it's a holiday, the rank and file employees that are office employees, they just take off. And they get their holiday pay of 8 hours. That's in the budget. All the public safety, shift top workers in public safety, they work. So they get an extra 8-hour holiday pay. What's not in the budget is that extra 8 hours for those emergency service workers that has to be funded. So the cost of this holiday, one additional holiday, including salary and benefits, would be $21,148 for the general fund, $1,982 for the 911 fund, $208 for the airport, and $2,200 for the solid waste, for a total of $25,547. These small increases can be absorbed in all of the current year's approved budgets without a budget amendment, except for the general fund, which would need a budget amendment of, again, $21,148. So staff recommends the board approve this one-time additional holiday pay for the 2019 holiday schedule and approve the attached budget amendment. Again, it was rewarding the employees for their hard work during the year. If approved, notices will be distributed to all employees through staff meetings, emails, and the public will be notified through newspaper advertisements, website, social media, and posted at the main entrances to the courthouse and administration building. So staff recommends approval of this one additional county paid holiday for the 2019 year only.
Okay. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve this as an employee appreciation day, because I think our employees do an excellent job.
Okay, and I'll second. Any questions? Any discussion?
I have a question, and it's probably just because I don't know. I'm assuming the general fund takes care of the 8 hours for the community center, the medical service, sheriff department?
Yes.
I know it's, down here we had the airport, 911 fund, solid waste, but the general fund takes care of all the rest of it.
Yeah, EMS, jail, prison, sheriff's office.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, for example, the community center,
Right,
they're staffed by part-time employees. There's no extra pay there,
right,
because they're not full-time people.
right,
So it's things like that.
right.
Any other questions? Okay, all those in favor? All right, motion carries.
And on behalf of all the employees, I'm sure they all thank you.
I think you. Our
We've
pleasure.
already gotten calls about them.
All right.
The next item is number 4, bid award for the Waterline Upgrade on State Route 315. During the July 8th meeting of this year, the commission approved Carter and Sloop, the county's consulting engineers, to design and permit a waterline upgrade on State Route 315 to provide water for phase 1 of the Mulberry Grove development. That design and permitting has been completed. During the September 30th meeting of this year, the board authorized staff to bid out the waterline upgrade for this project and have Carter and Sloop provide construction administration services. Therefore, bid specifications were developed, advertised, and distributed, and 3 bids were received on November 14th of this year. Gordy Construction Company out of Fortson, Georgia, Crawford Grading and Popping out of Luthersville, Georgia, and United Grading and Excavating out of Fairburn, Georgia. The low bid was Gordy Construction with a low bid of $249,373,000. Funding for this project was not included in the approved waterworks budget and will need a budget amendment. If approved, this waterline improvement project can be completed within 45 days from the notice of receipt or about February of next year. Thus far, Mulberry Grove Development has submitted and received approval from the Planning Commission for their preliminary plat of 54 single-family homes, and it is estimated that the homes will be ready for occupancy during the summer of 2020. So this project fits right in with the Mulberry Grove Development's overall schedule. So staff recommends approval of this bid award.
Okay, I have a question. What's the 249? I'm missing something.
The low bid is $249,373.
Well, that's a typo there.
Okay, I was gonna ask because it says the low bidder was 234.
No, it's,
So that is the typo.
yes, ma'am.
That was
It
Nancy.
is 234.
Nancy's typo. It's $249,373.
249,373
Yes.
rather than 234,373.
Right.
Real quick to throw you under the.
That was Nancy's error.
I could say my editor didn't catch it.
No, but I submitted it as 249,373. And it was retyped incorrectly.
Gonna get out of there for Thanksgiving, weren't you, huh?
Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
And
Motion
second
to
that.
approve and a second. Are there any questions or any discussion? No questions, no discussion? All those in favor of the low bid to Gordy Construction for 249,373? It is approved.
The next item is item number 5, project updates. Madam Chairman, Board of Commissioners, again, this is a very brief highlight of what's happening in the county currently. Again, the fiscal year is almost half over, and most of our projects are either done or are getting very near done. Item number 2, email system countywide. That is on track to be implemented by early of this month. Training has already occurred. It should go live hopefully next week. And everybody that wants one will have a official county email, harriscountyga.gov. Number 9, the replacement equipment for Public Works on a 5-year lease purchase from Caterpillar. That equipment will be delivered on December 17th, and training will be occurring also on December 17th for the new piece of equipment. Number 10, fuel card readers for Public Works. We did hear from a fuel card reader vendor. We're scheduling another vendor to give their interview. And the WEX fuel card program will be implemented by mid-December, mid this month. The cards were delivered but had to be sent back, or they were
mailed to our.
They were mailed to our
address,
street address,
and the post office.
and the post office sent them back. We almost have it. Number 11, The boom cutter for Public Works, that will be, it won't be late November, it will be in late December. Number 13, restructuring 18 county roads, that has been completed.
While you're there, on number 14, I'll have you an answer
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay, very good. Number 18, the community center's pool equipment. Duffield Aquatics was the low bid, and they will begin work on the week of December 16th and be finished about 3 or 4 days after December 16th. The pool water currently is nice and warm with the replacement heater, and the new heater will be probably here next week. Number 21, Ellison Park Lodge repairs. I was out there today with Brian Williams, Community Development Director. We were looking at the park. It looks really, it's getting in shape. It's getting a very nice shape. The contractor was working on the lodge, repairing that. Victor Grinding was in there, getting ready to grind the last 10,000 cubic yards. A lot of clearing has been done. A lot of trees have been taken out of that park. Thousands and thousands of trees have been taken down. There's a lot of, there's going to be a lot of green area.
They were taken down by the
Tornado.
I want to clarify that.
Taken,
They
and,
didn't take the trees down.
and disposed by the county. So it's looking different, but it's getting cleaned up. So that project is going very well. Number 24, the soccer complex pavilion. With the director of facility maintenance out on sick leave, that project will probably be slowed down for a while. But not forgotten, just slowed. Number 26, Rails to Trails. Phase 1 is completed. We're closing out that federal grant right now. And phase 2 and 3 are under construction with completion in early to mid-January. Number 34, the roll-off containers for the convenience sites for solid waste. They will be delivered in mid-January. Number 38, upgrade the water line on State Route 315 for the Mulberry Grove development. Again, that was approved by the board tonight. Completion in late February of next year. Number 40, update the county's land use and development codes for community development. That agreement will be on the December 17th agenda for board consideration. Again, that is a year-long project to update all the county's land development codes and land use codes, and along with processes. That's about it on the list. Going back to the SPLOST collections, the county received SPLOST collections. In October was $234,623,000 for SPLOST, $171,277 for LOST. And again, these numbers are higher than budgeted, slightly higher than budgeted, which is a good thing. Building permits, the county had 10 in November, so we are up to 87 for this fiscal year. And the solid waste tonnage charge, we are experiencing again a growth in our solid waste tonnage that we collect and dispose. So basically that is, in a nutshell, everything happening in the county currently.
Anybody have any questions? All right, thank you, Randy. Mr. Taylor, you have anything?
No, ma'am, not tonight.
Okay, we have a public hearing beginning at 7:30, so we'll be in recess until 7:30.